And all you need to do is go down and up.
Okay.
Then we're going to do some corrections after. Today we've got a special guest. We've got Tommy Hardy, and he's going for 365 kilograms. So that's 3.65 times body weight, which is damn elite. The goal with Tommy eventually, I've given him 12 months to achieve this, and I think it's definitely achievable, is a 400 kilogram squat in the 100 kilogram weight class. So this is the stepping stone. So right now he's 6 weeks out from competition, even at his level. So check him out. This is an empty barbell. So that barbell weighs 25 kilograms. He's done some warm-up squats, just body weight. Have a look at the focus. I want you guys to see at the highest level what it looks like when he's going to squat something heavy. You're going to see it today. He's going to squat really, really heavy. But have a look at how he approaches an empty barbell. He's treating that with the same respect as he's going to be treating his top set, which is controlled on the way down. He doesn't just flop up and down. The way that he's moving is like he's in a Smith machine. What we're going to do today is work up to a heavy squat, do some accessories. You're going to see an entire session, which will surprise you, is actually not much work. I mean, it's going to be 3 top sets of squats and then hamstring curls and leg extensions. And you're going to see his warm-ups, the technique, the mindset, everything that goes behind. The goal is 365 kilograms, so hopefully we get it. Let's do this.
Best I've done on a training session is 382.5. Yeah, but that was when I was like fully peaked, like 2-3 weeks out from a competition. Whereas today we're like, say, 6 weeks out. We haven't really been peaking hard. This comp's more of a, we're just cruising into this comp. It's just to qualify for nationals in August. So that's when we're really sending it for that. But yeah, hopefully today we just hit 365 comfortably, and it just sets us up for what we can do in 6 weeks.
So that's something that I like to do as well, is start wrapping light. So with the technique of a squat like this, when I was at my heavy comp prep, I used to use light wraps on the warm-up sets because it's a slightly different technique. What I like to say with the knee wraps is I like to push into the knee wraps. When I'm squatting without knee wraps or just sleeves, I use more hips in the squat. But when I'm using a low bar squat with wraps, to get more out of the wraps, you've got to push into the wraps. So that's why simply wearing them when you're warming up with a very light wrap, he doesn't need them, but it's refining the technique.
That's right.
So this is a very light wrap. I'm going to start wrapping him when we go heavier. And what I like to say is I'm saving the strength of my hands for the heavy sets because I'm gonna go super tight today. Tommy, you good with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent. Yeah. How many reps we're going here?
Do you recommend about 6?
Yep. Yeah. Good. I like that.
Was that all right?
That is perfection.
Thanks, bro.
That's 6 identical squats. Because I only see his top sets, because this is the whole thing of being in a different state, unfortunately. These are the things that I get excited about, to be honest with you, Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people, whenever I see top sets, it's like, okay, great. And I see the top set, it's like, okay, that tells me a small part of your session. But the way someone warms up really sets them up to succeed or fail.
That's right.
And if you want to succeed, that's what you need to be doing. The way that he's moving is pure precision. That was 6 identical reps.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt every set is going to look very, very similar to that. Of course, as we get to the top weights, it's going to eventually start slowing down. Probably be similar speed for the next couple of plates.
You always tell me make your warm-ups exactly like your top sets. I don't give a fuck what's on the bar.
Beautiful.
That's what you tell me. So.
Beautiful. So there's a few ways that we can do that, especially with knee wraps. And this is what I like to say. With the knee wraps, if you saw how we put it on, I'm not sure if many people understand, but the tighter you go, the more you get out of it. However, it takes a lot of conditioning to handle tightness of knee wraps to that degree. It actually hurts up until you are conditioned, and then it feels nice. So right now, what he's doing is a very light knee wrap. he's not getting much support out of the knee wrap, just a little bit of comfort. But as we add a little bit more weight, we go a little bit tighter with the knee wrap. So we're getting a little bit more out of the equipment. And his intensity is something else that increases as well. So right now, he's calm. We're able to talk about whatever. And it's like, it's not a very, very intense component of this session. But as you see, as we get heavier and heavier, we're going to be a little bit more serious.
365 should feel pretty good, but yeah, I just like to treat it as a, you know, as a 1RM, like a PB, because if I treat it like that, then it's going to feel right. If I go in a bit, you know, blasé about it, it's going to feel shit.
I think you can, like 365 kilograms,
yeah,
you got to take it seriously.
Very seriously.
This is not a casual session. So the fact is, because he's done 380, 385 before, what is it, 382 and a half in training, 380 in comp.
Yeah.
Because he's done that before, you don't just walk around that strong forever. He had to peak for that. And that's what we're doing now, is we're re-peaking. And like we said, in 6 weeks' time, that competition is not, it doesn't really count for much. It's just a qualifier. And then the real comp comes 4 months after that. So this is a bit of a mini peak, but at the same time, it's like if it's there, you'll probably go for whatever's available. This is all great learning for him. And that's definitely your big lift, is your squat. Better than your bench, better than your deadlift.
100%, yeah.
You know, the eventual goal, the current world record is 420 kilograms in his weight class, which is mega, but I'll tell you right now, with Tommy, it's achievable. And that's what we've come in for. We're not just training for, okay, let's just give it our best. We want to be the best in the world. And I think he's got what it takes. Now, something like that, like I've said, this year, I think in the next 12 months, 400 is achievable. I'm certain we're going to get 400 this year. 420, I'd say, is another year or two on top of that, which is kind of like, that's the goal setting that we've had from day one. It's like, let's not talk about 12-week programs, 16-week programs. This is 3-4 years down the line. You've got what it takes to get that world record. Now, who knows if someone else beats that world record in the meantime and resets that goalpost, but we're here for it.
Yeah. For these ones, bro, like 5 or 6, when it gets to my, you know, heavier sets, I usually get someone else to wrap me, whether it's Bass or Colin Webb down in Brisbane. They usually do about 9 or 10. So, yeah, hey Bass, like with the lighter weights, you don't want too many revs, you just want enough just to support.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, it hurts when you go super tight. You've only got a few sets of super, super tight. Like if we go 9 or 10 revolutions, the skin around your knees, like during the set, it's nice. Maybe you've got a top set and 1 or 2 back down sets, which is what we're going to be doing today. But then you keep on going, you just can't. The skin's too raw. No. So if you go too tight leading up to it, it's going to negatively impact.
And you consume energy too.
Yeah. So those wraps there are pretty soft compared to his competition wraps.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another strategy, is to not go all out with the knee wraps. It's just for comfort. And just to ingrain the technique. Come over to behind him. I want you to see every part of this technique. Are you recording? Like, just listen to what I'm saying. What we're seeing here, like, you know, I'm a nerd for technique. And when I see someone moving this well, it's like, this is rare. Even at the highest level, a lot of high level lifters are very, very strong, but not technically this damn good. Tommy's both. All right, let's go.
How many, bro?
Let's go, three reps.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
So we've got 130 kilograms on the bar. So check out where he is. So this is a low bar squat, right? So he's sitting there. That's going to be sitting on his rear delts. So see the delt popping out underneath it? Good. Elbows back and down for upper back brace. His stance is perfect. He's taken a big breath for the unrack and he's holding that. He's looking straight ahead from start to finish. Look at the toe position, it's pointing outwards and his knees perfectly in the same direction. Controls the weight down and stands with intent. So he's not exploding. What a lot of people do that are very, very strong is they, you know, not even very, very strong. They treat the lightweight as if it's the heavy weight, which kind of in theory sounds right. And that's what we're doing. We're treating it like it's the heavy weight. But at the same time, if he treated that like it was 365, he'd be jumping, he'd be getting in the air. That's how much force he has to put 365. Don't put that much force through these lightweights. I say stand with intent, which is just enough force to stand under control, because 365 isn't going to move explosively. He's going to be pushed. Like powerlifting is slow speed lifting. It doesn't mean we try and intentionally move slow, but what I like to say is slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Okay, so it's going to be fast for 365 kilograms, which is going to be more precision, if anything. More precision. Yeah, good, perfect. The next set's going to be 180, and we're going to keep on going up in 50 kilo jumps up until 280, and then we take 20 kilogram jump. All right, rest in between these sets. So right now, it doesn't matter so much. Like I like to say with the warm-ups, it's all about stimulate, not annihilate. So what we're doing is, all of these weights are very easy for Tommy, so he doesn't need a huge amount of rest. When we get to the top weights, he's going to be taking between 8 to 12 minutes rest between those top sets. So his last 3 sets, so he's going to do 1 big top set and then 2 back down sets. That's going to be half an hour just for those 3 sets. But leading up to it, it's kind of just like we load the plates, take a seat, we re-wrap and just come in when you're ready, which is usually about, you know, with this weight, it's probably going to be about 2 minutes rest. And then the next one will probably be about 3 minutes, and then gradually increase the rest periods. By the time he's at like 280, it's going to be probably 6 minutes. And then from 280 to 305, it'll be like maybe 8 minutes. Warm-up set's going to be 345. From there, I'd say it's probably going to be about 12 minutes. We'll rest for about 10, and then I'm going to wrap your knees, which will take about 2 minutes, and then we get under the bar. Which some of you at home might look at and go, oh, 12 minutes, I'm going to cool down, all these things. Firstly, you won't. When you're lifting that much weight, you need that much time to recover. But secondly, if you're a power lifter, that's how long it takes to go through the entire lifting flight. So he'll be up against, usually it's about, let's just say 10 people per flight. Would you say that's about right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right,
10.
now each lift takes, 1 minute between sets, between attempts, maybe even more. So it's like when each lifter goes on, it's a little bit more than a minute. So between your attempts, it's probably going to be about 12 minutes.
Yeah.
I've had comps where I've waited 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I've waited 20 minutes and I promise you I didn't cool down. There's adrenaline, there's all that stuff. You don't cool down. You've got no choice.
Yeah.
You go when they say bar's loaded.
I always go back to the story that Eric Lillybridge told you.
So Eric Lillybridge, he wrapped me for my first 350 kilogram squat. At that time, my PB was 330. And we did a seminar together and he came as as the presenter, and he was wrapping my knees for the first time. And he said to me, how long do you normally rest between sets? And I was about to say 8 minutes, but I was like, oh, I know he's going to laugh at me when I say 8 minutes. And I said 8 minutes, and he did laugh at me. And I'm like, okay, here we go. And he goes, I go, how long do you take? And he goes, 15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I don't feel so silly.
Yeah.
Well, I feel silly for not having enough rest. But there's a bit of difference. He's squatting 480 kilograms.
Yeah.
So he's next level. But either way, 15 minutes is...
it's all relevant, eh?
Absolutely relative. So the stronger you are, the heavier weight you lift. Like Thor Bjornsson's doing 15 minutes between his attempts for his deadlifts as well. You're going a little bit tighter on these?
A little bit tighter, yeah. So about 2 or 3 more revolutions than we did on the first 2 warm-ups.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, he's got a different wrapping technique to what I use.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking, as you're thinking it as well, is on the next set, I'm going to try and wrap his next warm-up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Just so that you can familiarize yourself with the way that I do it. Hopefully, it works.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been wrapped your way before, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Perfect.
Thanks, bro.
Perfect.
Thanks, bro.
Good job.
Perfect.
Okay, next up, another 50 kilograms, 230 next. These are Harris wraps. I used to say all the wraps are the same, but they're absolutely not. Like, these are stiff. They're the strongest ones you can get from Harris, right?
Yes, yeah.
And then I go, trust me, use the Lillybridge ones. And I used them on, like, I was wrapping his knees with this. And then when I grabbed the Lillybridge ones, they felt like paper. They felt so thin compared to this.
Yeah.
And then when I was able to get more revolutions, but with him, he hated it.
Did he feel it was as stiff as them, or? just couldn't get any bounce, or?
No, it was painful for him.
Oh, righto.
Yeah, to use the Lillibridge ones because it's thinner and it kind of like cuts in. It's a different sensation.
Yeah. Right.
It's a different level of elasticity. So that's why it's like, I don't think we should change.
Okay, all right.
We use the same ones.
Sounds good. That's important.
Yeah.
Wraps are very important.
Yeah, and it's just like, what's better or worse? Some people, it's like, well, he used to use the Lillibridge wraps as well, but then they stopped making them, so he was forced to change. So I think that's the most important thing, just whatever you're used to. Like, of course, we all have our preferences, but if you're used to using those, you're going to perform the best in them. Okay, so how many revolutions do you normally do?
For the heavy ones?
For this weight?
Same again, like 6 or 7.
Okay, great. So I'll do a moderate wrap.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you a bit of a knee wrapping tutorial with my technique. He used a slightly different one. So, water, the best grip for these things. Do you ever do that?
No, is that?
Mate, the best.
I should try it,
People use chalk. I don't think that's the best strategy.
Water, yeah.
Water,
right.
and even like
Yeah.
wipe the water there. That grips, right? Now, this is how I like to start. I get the center of this wrap. That's the center point. I put that exactly, that center point, right at the bottom of his patella. So that's his kneecap. See how he's flexing his quad? So that's what you want to be doing. So if he's relaxed and I start shifting his patella around, it's gonna hurt. So he needs to flex his quad. I'm gonna put the center of that exactly at the base and center of his patella. Now, first revolution, I go pretty tight and I anchor that in. That's the first revolution. And I like to go 4 up, X over the patella, and then tie it off. How's that feel?
Yeah, perfect.
Feels
really
okay?
Good, really good, yeah.
Same, dead center. Four up, X over the patella, and then 1. So that's 7 revolutions. Now here's the thing, every set we go tighter.
Perfect, perfect. Let's do it. Just one, boss?
1 rep.
Easy.
1 rep the whole way up now. Good.
How's that, all right?
Good. Good. So that's your first feeling of that. I don't know if that felt strange or
No, it felt good, bro.
felt the same.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Felt good, bro.
I'm going to go tighter on the next ones.
Yep. We'll go Harris next one? Mm-hmm. Yes, sick.
You know, when I think about it, I've got different soft wraps to you.
Yeah.
And I would never really squat more than 200 kilograms with my soft wraps. These are my soft wraps, which are a little bit softer than yours.
Oh, okay.
So you're doing 230 with the soft wrap. For me, 200 was my mark. But anyway.
You used to use these though, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Or was that in a tutorial video I watched?
That's what I did my first 350 in.
Holy shit, in these soft
Hang on
wraps?
a second. No, what's that?
In these soft wraps, you did 350?
Yeah, no. I was thinking it was those, because they used to be they're Lillibridge wraps.
Oh shit.
Those are the original Lillibridge wraps.
Wow.
Yeah, before Lillibridge paired up with Pioneer.
Shit.
Yeah, so that's when they came around the first time, but no, that's right, I didn't squat 350 in those.
Yeah.
I squatted 260 in those.
What were the Lillibridge like as coaches? Like I've looked up to them since like the Dan Green, like 2014, 2013.
Yeah.
Like these are like fucking heroes to me. Like
they're heroes to me as well.
Yeah, that's why it's so like, what were they like?
Yeah, so Eric was more like, he's the athlete. I don't want to say he didn't coach me, like he wrapped my knees and the amount of advice the guy had was incredible. But it was kind of like more his dad that played more of the coaching role with me.
Yeah.
And something about them is with Ernie Senior, so when I was competing, he's like, you don't not think about a single thing. You sit there, the only thing you think about is when you need to lift, I got you.
That's
and
sick.
I'm not used to that.
Yeah, that's
So I'm
mad.
sitting there going, okay, And he goes, don't ask questions, I got you. And it's like the time, I'm like, how long? He goes, he goes, that's all under control. He had everything under control. And that's how he was with Eric as well.
Really?
So Eric, and that's what I'd look at, and it's just like, that's why, I don't want to say that's the only reason why Eric is so good. It's a huge factor in it. Like, Eric is a freak, but his dad is just, Eric just sits there. His dad takes care of everything. Yeah. Everything is perfect. The timing for everything, it's just perfection. And that's why, for me as a coach, I like look at that and it's like, that's how I want to be. The attention to detail on every single thing, wrapping perfectly every single time, counting exactly how you've done it. It's like the first set is 5 revolutions, the next one 6 revolutions, then 7 revolutions, and precision every single step of the way. I learned a lot of that from Ernie Sr. His attention to detail was the best ever.
But it makes sense, Bass, because you look at Ernie Jr., he's around my weight and he's a freak. Like, he squats around 400.
Yeah.
Like, everyone raves on about Eric, and Eric's the fucking man, but his older brother, is it Ernie? Because there's
Ernie Senior, Ernie Junior is Eric's older brother, and he's
Jr.
the world record holder as well.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. Underrated. He's so good
because he's a lighter body weight, and people don't see the numbers as. But that's right. He was like all of them. That's the same thing. Yeah. The same level of attention, same skill level, and same strength level, but just different body weight.
And their dad's like the OG. Like, he's awesome, man.
Let's go. 280 next. Tommy reached out to me actually, but I met him at the competitions. You know, it's a small community. Powerlifting in the world is a small community, especially in Australia. It's even smaller, obviously. And I remember watching him compete at one of the big Australian competitions, and he was just like the most awesome dude. Like, look at the guy's personality. He's just so happy and friendly. But then when he gets under the barbell, he was just lifting everything that they put on his back. And it's like, oh my goodness, how's he doing all of this? Anyway, so I was hugely supportive of him. And that's how I am whenever I go to these competitions, is like, I like to be supportive of everybody. And I don't know, maybe that's why he reached out to me, because he thought that I was a nice dude. I don't know. Yeah, so I started working with him. He was already strong when I started working with him. But, you know, we've, I don't want to say we've changed a huge amount with him. He was already good. We've gotten stronger since we started working together, for sure. We've continued to move forward. And that's going to be my biggest goal with him, is to be the world record holder in the 100 class, because I think he can do it. You know, but first things first is we set the first goal, which is 400 kilograms, 12 months. Maybe he does it in the next competition, which is in 5.5 months from now. I think it's possible. I mean, you can never sneeze at 400 kilograms and just say, yeah, we've got that easily. He's done 382 in training. You know, I think in the next competition, even though it's a warm up, I think we'll be able to tell from today. If he gets this 365 today, you know, this is the strategy now, is we haven't been doing heavy singles. We've been doing triples and 4s and 5s up until literally last week. So last week was the first week of singles. He did, last fortnight, he did 345 kilograms. So now is when we start introducing the singles. And because it's 6 weeks out, it doesn't mean we get 6 weeks of heavy singles, because what we like to do, and back to the Lily Bridges, is use their programming strategy, which is heavy squats 1 week, and that week is light deadlifts. And then the next week is heavy deadlifts and light squats. So his last deadlift session was light in anticipation of today. So that means he's only got 3 more heavy squat sessions. So that's going to be 365 today. And then we calculate what's next. So in 2 weeks, he could go 375, and then in 2 weeks, he could go 385. But we don't know. Either way, so that's the strategy that I learned from the Lily Bridges, and that thing helped me so much. So understanding, and this is one of the common mistakes that people make, is powerlifters, they have to do a squat and a bench press and a deadlift, and doing all 3 of those heavy in 1 week, especially at the highest levels, they interfere with each other for recovery. So especially the spine loading exercises like the squat and the deadlift. So the Lily Bridge method is to actually do that on the same day. So on day 1, you go heavy squats, so work up to one max attempt, and then you do deloads, accessory work with light deadlifts. And then the next week, you flip that. So you go big heavy set of deadlifts, and then accessory work on lighter squats. So that's a strategy that I've learned a lot from, but I do it in a slightly different way. I don't do it on the same day. So we're not going to be deadlifting today. The Lily Bridges do. Not saying it's wrong, just saying I just don't, that's all. So he's doing the same strategy where we go heavy squats today, and then the next session is going to be a light set of squats, which we're going to talk a little bit about his programming strategy. So what we normally do with his, so the funny thing is you call it light squats, it's light relative to what we're doing. What does that mean? Well, it's 80% of what we're going to be doing today. That's what's going to be on the program, which...
Yeah, 275 for 2 sets of 5.
So that's his light, so next week, that's his light week, is 275. So a lot of people look at that and say, that's light? Well, in relative terms, yeah, it is. Yeah. For it to contribute to his strength moving forward, it has to be heavy. Your light sessions are heavy, but what does heavy mean? It's 80% of what we're doing today, which, yeah, it's going to be 275 for 2 sets of 5 next week. I'm going to go like 90% tight. Not 100% tight, but still fucking tight.
Yeah, sick.
Okay, I've got to get used to this as well.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's go, leg up. Okay, so you just hold in place where you feel comfortable for you. Is that comfortable?
Yep, that's perfect. Do it, man.
All right. Do you get someone to line you up normally to make sure you're centered?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that and then run around. When you're centered, I'm going to run around, okay? Yeah. Beautiful. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. Come in. Good job. So those revolutions, I'm going to do exactly the same for the next set. So that was 8 revolutions.
Was that 8? Yeah, right. Nice. Yeah, sick.
So I'm going to do the next one, 8, but tighter 8.
Yep.
And then I don't think I'll get 10 on those. Does anyone ever get 10 on those?
Colin does, but he's only done it once.
Right.
Once.
Yeah, right.
So 8 and 9's good.
The way that I'm feeling that is like that wasn't maxed out, but 8's pretty tight.
Very tight, yeah.
Yeah, so 9 is...
I reckon 9's good. We usually go 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you have pliers normally?
Pliers?
Or a wrap to get it through?
I got a strap. I use a strap.
Yeah, let's do that for the next one, because this is... The other ones, they're quite stiff for me to just shove in with my fingers. My
go-to for music. I love a song called Kingdom by Downstate. It's people are laughing at me. So it's my favourite wrestler's song, Cody Rhodes. It's my PB song. Otherwise, I like a bit of Venom by Eminem because Thor and Bass use that song. So that one's pretty good too. You can't beat Eminem. Like, he's a fucking man. Who do you listen to, Bass?
Venom is my PB song.
Yeah, Venom's a fucking banger.
Yeah. I remember at my last comp Pro Raw, I was able to get the DJ to have my exact playlist for all of my attempts.
Was that EMAD?
Well, yeah, EMAD owned the federation. But yeah, I was like, come on, bro, you got to get your DJ to have this on.
Yeah.
So he had, I think it was like Limp Bizkit was one of them.
Yeah.
Rage Against Machine was the second one. So Killing in the Name of.
Yeah, that's a good song.
And then my top set was Venom.
Yeah.
Eminem.
Yeah, that's a bang. Because Thor uses that too, doesn't he?
That's where I heard it the first time.
Yeah.
And that was actually when Venom was brand new.
Yeah.
He came in and it was sort of like one of his PB songs. And a lot of the times when I train with Thor, it's exactly you, how you're saying that was your favorite wrestler's song, because that puts you in a certain mindset. You know, and when I'm there with Thor, like you'll see now, it's like I get involved when you're lifting. I'm like, I get a big adrenaline rush as well when my lifters are lifting. And when I'm over there with Thor, like I've seen him deadlift 470 kilograms raw. Do you know what I mean? You get adrenaline, bro. Like it's full on. And so the music that's playing there, it gives me that association.
Yeah.
So like that's the experience that I had there when it was just like, whoa, this was the highest performance that I've witnessed. And that's the music that was on. And then I come back and we're training and that song comes on. I'm like,
Takes you straight back.
boom, it takes you back.
You can see it though in the way you like encourage and coaching. Like you're fucking invested. Like
Yeah, I get invested when we
You
get to the
love
top
it.
sets.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like I'm sitting there and it's like, I need your success as well. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like,
Oh, yeah, God.
let's get this, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking right.
And so I get, you know, I'm not just screaming for you, I'm screaming for me.
No,
I'm like, I'm
yeah.
so excited for this, man. Let's get
yeah,
this, bro.
Yeah, because you put in a lot of work.
Well, I just care that your lifts are
Yeah.
fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
It's exciting for me.
Fucking oath, yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, that's what we work for.
So,
I think also if you've got a coach that's been there and done it,
yeah,
like that understands what you're going through, I think that is a huge,
I agree.
huge fucking plus.
I agree.
Yeah.
Which is the standard that I hold myself to.
Yeah.
It's like, and that's what I love. It's like when I'm working with you, I know what this is about to feel
Yeah.
like. I know what you're going through.
Yeah.
And so when I sit there and say, okay, this is how it's going to go, I know.
Yeah.
Whereas when I work with people that have no idea and they're like, come on, Baz.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm like, you know, I reckon you should sit in the other end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go over there, please.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Go, Baz.
Yeah.
Go, Tommy. Just so you know, I've done 365 on that before.
I watched it. Was that when you paused?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
You see James Yaman behind me?
Yeah.
So he's like standing behind going like this. It was the funniest thing.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's how he was going.
Yeah.
Because he's shitting himself just going, I don't know what to do. Literally fucking shaking.
Wasn't Reese and Vassar on the either side?
No one was there. It was just me, him and Benny Orbays. My old videographer was, he was here and the whole thing was just so fucking hilarious. Come here, watch this. He doesn't know what to do.
Are you pissed off?
They're just staring at me. And he closes the rack and then they walk off.
Were you pissed off?
Of course.
Yeah.
I just missed the
So
fucking-
maybe they were afraid. Yeah. Were they afraid to say something or?
Of course.
Yeah. Good.
There's not much to be said.
Yeah. Good.
Good job, Bass. You gave it your all.
Yeah. Nah.
Get out of my fucking face.
You would hate that.
Yeah.
You would hate
there's,
that.
There's not much to be said.
Yeah.
We have
Just leave
jokes
you
about
alone.
that. We have jokes about that where you fail a top lift, everyone look at the ground and walk away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There is nothing you can say. You know what I mean? Look at the ground and fucking walk away. That's how I'm sitting there going.
So if someone said, "Are you all right?" Would you go off?
No. Does it look like I'm all right? I'm fucking great.
Yeah.
Thanks. How are you? That's what the conversation would have been. Yeah. Good. Thanks. I'm good. Thanks.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah.
That's what I would have
just
done.
felt- yeah.
That's what my back of my head was bleeding.
Oh, was it? I didn't see that.
Yeah, because this thing is just scraped over the top of my fucking head.
Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what happens when you get smacked in the head with a 365
Yeah.
kilogram barbell? Something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever paused that before that video?
No.
Yeah.
My best was 350 double paused.
Yeah. So actually, you in your head, you're like, this will be fucking
I can
easy.
get it, but I
Yeah.
just wasn't peaked well. So the
Yeah,
week
yeah.
before, or 2 weeks before, I did 350 double, but I wasn't peaked well. I didn't deserve that weight on that day. And yeah, so we're just talking about failing strategies. And you know, some of you who've been following me long enough know the famous belt throw. I was just saying to Tommy, the biggest fail that I've had here, I dumped 365 here. I went for a paused squat. And on that day, I was with two of my team. So I had one spotter behind, James, there's not much he can do from behind. And I had my videographer, and they were standing here, just looking at me on the ground, like that for a while, going, what do I do? And I'm just sitting there, I had my knee wraps on, and I'm unwrapping my knee wraps, I had my belt on, I'm just sitting there just burning. And Tommy just asked me, what would you have done if someone said something to you? And I'm like, probably wouldn't have been happy. Like, what's to say at that point? I'll tell you the etiquette at that point. Everyone in the room, the etiquette is this: you look to the ground and you walk away quietly.
That's right.
That's what you do. And then he said, well, what if someone said to you, you okay? And I was just reenacting like what I'd probably say if someone said to me, you okay? I'd be like, I'm fucking great, thanks. How are you? That's what I would have said. I'm fucking excellent. Look at me.
Oh, jeez.
But that's why
It would have been funny, yeah.
If it's hilarious afterwards. I laugh about it afterwards. But at the time, it's like, please just no one talk to me. No one talk to me. You know what I mean? Just let me be. And I think that's the approach. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to start to switch on. We're going to put some music on. Good. Beautiful, beautiful. Good, good job, bro. Pull up, yep, just pull up. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, yep. Good. All right, let's have a look. So I'm going to get you to hold the wrap in place when I wrap you next time. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to rectify that. You're just going to keep on squatting. Okay, so this is what we're doing now, right? So right now, no technical cues, nothing. He's got to squat 365 today, right? He can see what he needs to do. I'm not going to give him anything. His technique is good, and then there's just the little tiny things that he can make adjustments on that he knows and he feels, right? Of course, if he was doing something just blatantly wrong, I'd be correcting him from behind, or I'd be saying things like if it's a safety issue. But on the next, so now it's about feeling the weight. The back down sets is where we make any corrections, if anything, because right now that we're at the heavy end, next set's going to be 325 kilograms. There's no more time for adjusting. You got to keep doing this now, and then you do any technical corrections as we're warming up with the really light weights, as well as the back downward. What I would do for you on a comp. Yeah. So on a comp day, I'm opening you on the fucking tightest wrap.
Yeah, perfect.
You know what I mean?
We'll make it easy.
Yeah. We go as tight as possible, fucking, there's no holding back.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, bro. Smooth.
I'm just gonna go. I gotta go deeper.
A little bit deeper.
Yep. That's good.
Deeper.
I'm feeling it now.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So that's something that I saw with Tommy before I started working with him, is his opening attempts on his squats in comp were hard. And I was like, okay, if that's his opener, well, maybe he didn't do that right. And then his second attempt was like whatever, 10 or 20 kilos heavier. He got it. It was also hard. I'm like, right, all right. Okay, I think that's his limit. Then he puts his third attempt on and it was like Australian record. This was back when I think it was like pro roll. It was about a 360 squat on pro roll or something like that. The Australian record, it wasn't easy. Neither was the first, so that was the third attempt in his competition. So no, it wasn't easy. It was all hard. The second attempt was hard and the first attempt was hard.
My warm-ups always look really hard.
So that's so just then when he did the 280, I was looking at that going, smooth. That's what I was thinking. Okay, it's smooth, like hope he wakes up. And then I go, how are you feeling? He goes, yeah, good. I'm like, all right, if you say so. And then 305 came on and it was the same. And then 325 came on and it was actually looked even stronger. Yeah. Looked even stronger.
So have more weight.
So every set that you've done, I look at it. I don't look at it and go, does he have 365? I look at it and say, does he have the next set?
Yeah.
And the answer is yes, you do.
You do. Got to earn it.
And I would like for the next, for the 320, 345, which is next, I'd like that. I know it's going to be slow, but I need you to show me that you got the 365 after that, which I know you will.
Yes, sir.
I know you will. Yeah! Nice! Yep. Good job, bro.
Fucking hell.
All right, we're going to manage the depth on the next set. You're just going to go down and up with 365. You take a seat. Difference between this and last set, we're not going to talk now. You're going to sit down, we're going to wait 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, and you're just going to chill. And all you need to do is go down and up. Okay. Then we're going to do some corrections after. Nice work, brother. Sit. Wait, man. Sit, come. Sit. I was standing fucking so close because I thought, oh, I might have to step in here, but I didn't. Not even close.
Show me. What do you honestly think? Be brutal.
It's shallow.
Like you wouldn't upload it.
Yeah, it's a training rep. We're going to do pause work.
Okay.
And you have to sink it. Okay, we're going to go 275.
Okay.
All right. How you feeling, bro? You all right?
Yeah, good, bro.
Take
really
a seat.
good.
Take a seat.
So, that's like, are you happy with that or are you pissed?
I'm happy with it. It's a training lift. It's not good enough for comp.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it. It's shallow. But this is something right now that we are aware of the squat depth that's required in competition right now. So Tommy's like, this competition is like an interim comp. And so we haven't really been, it's not like a proper peak. This is week 2 of heavy singles. Before that, he's been doing high reps. And that's another part of, peaking and heavy singles is familiarizing yourself with what a heavy weight feels like on your back. So for Tommy, this is only week 2 of heavy. So last week was 345, or 2 weeks ago, 345. What was the heaviest he did before that?
300 for 4.
So he was doing rep work, and 300 for 4 was the heaviest that he'd done, which is heavy, but compare that to 365, it's a fair bit different. So right now, as he's coming down, he's super cautious, very slow. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's because he hasn't felt this weight on his back in a while. And that's the whole idea. You can't just do rep work and then come in and go, well, I did, this amount of reps for 4 reps or whatever I was doing for 5s or 6s or whatever that rep works. So therefore that translates over to a heavy single. To me, I say that means you have the strength to do that heavy single, but now we need to develop the skill to do that heavy single, right? So right now it's like, okay, cool. He's felt that weight on his back. So because of that, he's learnt a lot. Like his body understands a little bit more about what it's going to take to feel that weight. In 2 more weeks, we're going to do another heavy single, but right now, another purpose of the back down work, we're going to do pause squats. The idea of a pause, I'm going to strip the weight right off. We're going to start with 225. And I want him to sink it, sit in the hole for a second, and then stand. So he understands what that feeling is. And then we're just going to gradually go up. So the idea is, like what you're doing next week, is 80% of this. So that's 275. So we're going to do a warm-up set just to feel it of a pause. And then we're going to do 275 for pause after that. Yep. You sit down.
Oh, bro. I'll just take a piece real quick.
Good stuff, brother. You've sat down in a chair. And then, not like you're hovering and then you're standing, or slowing down and then standing. That's not counted. Come, bang, dead stop, boom. Okay? So you felt 365, so 275 on your back should feel like not that bad. You know what I mean? Okay, so 225 next. I'll wrap you with a kind of softish wrap.
You want the red wraps?
Nope, still use those.
Yeah, right.
I'll just go 8 revolutions.
Yeah, right.
Instead of 9.
Sweet.
Okay?
Your honest feedback from...
Honest feedback is we need to lower the expectations to be at 365, 6 weeks out from a qualifier. I know that you'll be able to sink this in a few weeks, but this is where the groundwork comes in. So right now, pause squats, I need you to sink this. Okay, so we're going to start at 225, light wrap.
Yep.
Just for 1 rep, just to feel.
Do you want the loop?
Hey? Nah. Just to feel what that pause is going to be like. And then we're going to go 275. Sorry, I did say 375. I'm making it a habit of saying the wrong numbers. I know. Let's do it, bro. 1 pause rep. I'm going to tell you where to pause it. And I'm going to tell you when to stand. Okay? You hold your breath from start to finish. Just 1 rep, all right?
Yes, sir.
Keep going, 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 keep going. Hit. And rack. Up. Yeah, okay.
How was that?
Borderline, bro. Borderline. I'll show you. You got to push down. You got to push down. Okay?
What do you mean, like push down? Like,
look. That's where you are. And I'm telling you to keep going, keep going, keep going. That's where you are.
I feel like I'm like bending more.
You need to sit.
Like
you
how
need
do
to
I get
drive the knees out harder, push the knees forward, drive it out harder, and sit.
So instead of doing that,
Upright, sit.
so like that.
Stand wider, not like that. Stand, good. Upright, sit, go. Keep going, keep going. Upright, deeper, deeper, deeper. Why do you keep standing back up? You're hesitating down. Sit. Pause. That's where you need to be.
Right here.
Deeper. You just stood up there and up, right? You'll have a heavy weight in your back and your knees wrapped to hold you in position. I'm going to go 275. And, you know, I want you to drop faster into that. Like you're hovering so long just there. Why are you so slow at that point?
I just keep arching, bending my back when I should be pushing.
This is the thing with tight knee wraps. It's deceiving. You think that it's maxed out. They haven't. You've got to keep bending. They haven't maxed out. You've got to keep on bending. You know, maybe that's the strategy with your knee wraps because we're very short with yours. So it bundles up at the back and restricts depth.
So what are you saying? Make them longer?
Maybe.
Yeah, right.
I might try it on the next set. I'm just going to do 1 set, okay? 1 set on 275. You're the best in the country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The numbers that I've got you to do is just easily what you can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So 5 cores. Okay.
You need to have the confidence. And this is the thing with you hovering there and being slow. Fucking push, sit, hold, boom. Okay?
Cool.
Upright. Knees out and forward. Upright hard. Sink it. Let's go again. Upright hard. Sink it. Up. Go. Let's go. Upright hard. Sink. Up. Let's go, Tommy. Come on. Upright. Up. 1 more. Upright hard. Up. Good job. Yep. Up. Yep. Good job. Good. Way better.
Okay.
Good job.
Better?
Yeah, way better. Good. Good. Let me send this to you. So that's technique session pretty much finished. He's going to do leg extensions and hamstring curls now. That stuff is just additional volume. So at this level, he's beaten up real bad. Like that's a very heavy squat for him. You know, he's a 100 kilo lifter, 365 kilograms on his back. That's very, very heavy. You know, a lot of people look at how much total volume should you be doing in a session, and you know, a lot of people have whatever ideas. It's usually like 3 top sets and then accessories and all these things. Right now, I'll tell you now, that took us about 1.5 hours, maybe even closer to 2 hours. What do you reckon, Tommy?
Yeah, about 2 hours. Yeah.
That was about 2 hours, and all we really got in there was 1 big top set. That's the 365, which, you know, it was great, but it was shallow. It was. And then we did 275 kilograms. We hit the depth for 5 paused reps. And now he's just going to do his easy stuff. So now we go back to the drawing board. And next week is going to be accessories. And then the week that he comes back to his heavy session, you know, that's what we've got to do, is just go deeper and deeper. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that session. If there's anything that you want to see next, let me know in the comments. Tommy, where do we find you, brother? Instagram?
__ Tommy Hardy.
We'll write it down.
Yeah, put it in the reply.
We'll write it down. Watch this space, so that'll be good to see. 6 weeks time, we're going to see what comes from this. So great session. I'll see you guys next time.